Hi, welcome to everyone. This is Dr.V.Vani, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Commerce, Sri Adi Chunchanagiri Women's College, Khambam. In this video, I would like to explain chi-square test. Actually, chi-square test is applicable to find out the association or relationship between two or more variables. Regarding that chi-square test problem, there are 5 steps to be followed. First one is null hypothesis to be framed. Null hypothesis is nothing but there is no relationship or association between the given variable as per the problem. And second one is expected frequency to be calculated by using the formula column total into row total divided by n. And third one is chi-square value should be calculated by using one more formula sigma o minus e the whole square divided by e. And fourth one is degree of freedom should be calculated. Again, C minus 1 into R minus 1. C is nothing but number of column and R is number of rows. And finally, chi-square table value should be calculated on the basis of the degree of freedom with a 5% level of significance. And finally, conclusion should be drawn. Regarding that, a simple problem should be given. With the help of the following data, find out whether there is any relationship between smoking and drinking. The smoking and drinking, non-drinking persons are given and smoking and non-smoking persons are given. The overall total is 140. So in this problem, the first step is you have to frame a null hypothesis. Null hypothesis means always it starts with there is no relationship between smoking and drinking because two variables only given, that is smoking and drinking is another variable. Second step is expected frequency should be calculated. The expected frequency should be calculated based upon the observed frequency as per the problem. The smoking and non-smoking, drinking and non-drinking variable numbers are given in the problem. That numbers are called observed frequency. Based on that observed frequency, we have to find out the expected frequency by using the formula column total into row total divided by n. Drinking, non-drinking, smoking, non-smoking, but the value should be entered by using this formula column total into row total divided by n. Take a first cell. Here the observed frequency is 74 but the expected frequency is 74. First cell on first column and first row. The first row total 100 and first column total is 84. So the formula is column total 84 into first row total 100 divided by n is a number of total number of observation, that is overall total is 140. And regarding the smoking and non-drinking cell, the row total is 100 and column total, second column total is 56 divided by 140. And next one, non-smoking and drinking. Non-smoking, the row total is 40 and the drinking total, first column total is 84 and the overall total is 140. And non-smoking and non-drinking, that is second row and second column total. Second row total 40 and second column total 56 divided by 140. So after the calculation of the expected frequency, chi-square value should be calculated. That is the third step. The formula to find out the chi-square value is O minus E the whole square divided by E. That is sigma O minus E the whole square divided by E. O stands for observed frequency. Always it should be given in the problem. And the expected frequency is calculated on the basis of the observed frequency. So straight away we have to find out the chi-square value. It should be prepared in the columnar form. First column for O and second column E, third column O minus E, fourth column O minus E the whole square, O minus E the whole square divided by E. O is nothing but observed frequency. So based on the problem, you have to write that 74 first value, second value 26, and second row values are 10 and 36. And come to expected frequency, the values are, first row values are 60, 40, 24, 16. And third column O minus E, that is the difference between observed frequency and expected frequency. 74 minus 16, answer is 14. 26 minus 40, minus 14. 10 minus 24, minus 14. 36 minus 16, plus 14. And next one is O minus E, the whole square. So that value should be squared. 14 into 14, 196. Again 196. Again 196. Again and again 196. And this value 196 should be divided by the expected frequency value 60. That is 196 divided by 60, 196 divided by 40, 196 divided by 24, 196 divided by 60. The value is 3.27, 4.90, 8.17, 12.25. And finally, we total that value, that is sigma O minus E the whole square divided by E. The total is 28.58. So we calculated the chi-square value in the third step, and in the fourth step, degree of freedom should be calculated. Again, we use a simple formula, C minus 1 into R minus 1. C means number of column and R is the number of rows. So how many rows and columns are given in the problem? You refer that problem. See, number of columns are 1 and 2, drinking and non-drinking, 2 columns are given, and number of rows are smoking and non-smoking, 2 rows are given. So 2 minus 1 into 2 minus 1, that is 1 into 1 equal to 1. And fifth step is chi-square table value should be calculated. Based on the degree of freedom with the 5% level of significance, the table value should be calculated. Actually, the table value is 3.81. And finally, the conclusion should be drawn. The chi-square table value is less than the calculated value, the hypothesis is accepted. Otherwise, it will be rejected. That is a basic concept. In this problem, the chi-square table value is 3.815, but the actual calculated value is 28.58. 0.58. So the table value is less than the calculated value. So the null hypothesis is rejected. So the null, already we framed a null hypothesis. There is no relationship between smoking and drinking. So we conclude that there is a relationship among the two variables, drinking and smoking. Thank you.